try this. MAC. I ain't got no Plus Beauty lip gloss. My lips look dry. Well, they don't. I got on Pat McGraw. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm gonna say because your lip gloss actually looks good.
Yeah, this is actually Pat.
Yay, Pat.
I
Love
Pat.
Well,
Pat.
Pat ain't paying us, so we got Plus.
I know, but
Okay.
I understand that. So, can our sponsor send me some lip gloss?
Yup.
I'm waiting. You need my address?
What we got up next? Because this the best part.
Lord have mercy. So here we go. Ooh, I almost knocked my hookah over, child. Okay. Don Diddy Combs. Los Angeles, New York, and Miami Casas. If you don't know Spanish, that means house. His houses were raided by federal agents today. Not yesterday, not 2 days ago, not tomorrow, today. They were raided today. A Homeland Security investigation spokesperson said in a statement that the raid was executed as a part of an ongoing investigation to be attacked and suspended. Carmen, what that mean? I missed that part.
To be what?
Either way, the whole situation is on a. It's coming from an ongoing investigation. Law enforcement sources said that while the search warrant was being executed in Los Angeles, Combs' sons were detained outside the home and then released without charges. But where's T.S. Madison? But let's get back to Puffy.
Okay, because we back.
Let's get back to Puffy. Bitty, 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 bum, bum.
Wow.
Bitty, bum, bum.
Want to get back to Puffy.
So,
Want to get back to Puffy.
Oh,
I
snap.
love medicine for that. Okay, so no, seriously, this is crazy. So he had all these lawsuits coming, hitting him back to back to back. We know of one payout. Everything else he has completely denied. We don't know if there has been any other payouts on a more hush-hush level. But now they raided the house.
Ziz.
Houses.
Right.
Casas. They raided the casas. Like I said, if you don't know Spanish, that is houses. LA, Miami. Is New York actually done? Because we didn't see no footage of New York. Is it New York too?
Yeah, it was New York, California, and Miami.
So New York, California, Miami. I only saw footage from Miami where the feds pull up on the boats, baby. The feds pulled up on the boats into Star Island like, not Puffy.
They said he has an underground tunnel.
In one of the houses.
Diddy jumped in the submarine.
Get it?
Diddy jumped in the submarine.
Damn.
Diddy jumped in the submarine. Oh my God.
So which one of the houses had the underground tunnel?
It must be Miami.
Yeah, because that's probably why they came up on the water, huh? Water tunnel.
No. Allegedly LA has a lot of underground tunnels. I could see that happening before I could see one happening on Star Island. Because if you have an underground tunnel, because his house is on Star Island in Miami. So Star Island's only so big. Now, if it's a tunnel,
how far would he have to go before it let out to land for him to get on that jet?
But okay, so here's the thing. It said I saw one report that said that he was in Miami. I saw another report that said it said the jet was at Van Nuys. Van Nuys is in California. It went from Van Nuys to Barbuda. So I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Either way, how you gonna leave your sons in the house? You didn't want to call nobody and tell them, "Hey guys, maybe you should go over to
and get my damn children out of that house.
Yeah,
and get them to safety.
You didn't want to warn them. Maybe they shouldn't be home right now.
Well, I mean, the thing about it is, it's like, then that means that they would, at this point, it would probably incriminate them in some type of way, even though there are no charges at this point. We do have to say that he has not been indicted for anything. There are no charges.
So don't give them the public embarrassment of being detained and brought outside in handcuffs, and everybody assuming, because they're looking at this footage of them in handcuffs,
right,
that they have participated in all of these things that are allegedly Mr. Combs is being charged.
Right, because one of his children is in the lawsuit. And one that was in what's the name today. And then not to mention the mama done already came out and put out there that something going on. And you ain't finna take my son down with you in this food.
Nisa Hilton is not going to let them take her son down without.
Period. And I wouldn't either.
Diddy.
So here's the thing. Anytime establishment, business, home gets raided, right? Whoever is in the specific place that has the warrant to be raided, anybody there will be detained.
Which is why
it's
time to leave so that he can get over to a Caribbean island. He should have called his sons.
But still, there is
right. Now that's real.
There's nothing that will keep you locked up. Like, so what I feel like should have happened is they should just not have brought the kids out. They didn't have to bring the kids out like that. They could have kept them in another area in the house because they have them in handcuffs. So they have people watching over them, like you saw. Outside.
Why would they do that? Because they're not going to give anybody any grace. They're trying to take down Diddy. Yes, I'm bringing your nanny out. If your mother was home, I'm bringing her out.
But here's the thing, I totally understand what you're saying in terms of that. If it's done for just like, at that point, the fact to bring them out, like, you really just did that for the cameras. That's exactly
that's okay. That's what they're here to do.
But for me, for a person that has been a part of a raid before, because of a company I worked for, they didn't have us outside. They brought us all to the main area, and we were all zip tied with our hands behind our backs. And they just had us just sitting right there. Like, that's what they did. They could have took them to the garage.
But this is not high profile though. That wasn't high profile.
I mean, high profile or not, what I'm saying is the fact of the matter that a raid has nothing to do with arresting anybody. Now,
right, it doesn't.
If you were truly arresting them, cool.
My point is,
that's not. But the fact that people don't know that, like,
that's why they did it. They did it because people don't know that. And because I'm sure he wouldn't have been sure whether or not somebody was actually going to be arrested.
Right.
He should have given them the heads up too. If you had enough heads up to go get your ass on a plane and go to a Caribbean island so that you could hide out, then you had enough heads up to call your sons and be like, y'all, get in the car real quick. I'll tell you about it later. Just leave real quick.
But who's to say? What if he did call them, right? What if he did call them? And
I doubt very seriously he called them. I doubt that, you know, and this is just my speculation, that there's no proof in what I am saying. But I doubt very seriously that a man, have y'all seen even recent pictures of him that have surfaced? He looks like he's aged at least 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing. Number two, I doubt very seriously he did do any warning, because at this stage of the game, and psychological deflection says that a person accuses everybody else of doing something they're capable of doing. Case in point, some of the biggest liars in the world think every fucking body is a liar. Cheaters think everybody is a cheater. And it's alleged that this brother got cameras every fucking where, and every step is being monitored.
Of course, which is why they raided his house.
But watch this. So if you're that type of person, where do you feel safe calling anybody and talking to anybody so they can catch your ass, they're recording your ass, Because let me tell you something. To be perfectly honest, I wouldn't be surprised if the feds tapped into some of his cameras.
Oh hell yeah!
Right.
You know what I'm
with
saying?
that
Why
being
this shit was
said-
going on.
So with that being said, how could he call them in warning?
And I don't think he called them.
Grandma,
I just don't think
Grandma,
he
need
did.
you
But I'm just saying
come
though,
by
like,
real quick.
I don't think he did.
oh, the thing of it's like
Because he would have fucked himself up.
I feel like they have probably been prepared for this moment, if that makes sense.
But watch
Right.
this. Watch this. And you know how you write? You know how you write? Because you're
Right.
not lying. They've been prepared for this. Harvey said it on TMZ. And he took the shit back. And when people they said that he made a mistake, I say you a fucking lie. He misspoke. Because the one thing TMZ is not known for is spreading lies.
No, that
And the mere fact that Harvey said that shit should have put Diddy on alarm, and he should have been scrambling from that day forward. That bitch, you done got tipped that they coming after you.
of course.
Because TMZ don't spread lies.
No, Harvey's very
Let me tell
careful.
you something. He been calculating these things ever since when we saw him pay off Cassie. He was already putting things in motion. When he gave,
I feel like it was way before that, baby.
oh no, but his arrogance was taking over at that
Yeah,
point.
it was. Yeah,
He could have paid off Cassie before she went
in
public.
silence.
His arrogance
Right.
thought that she wasn't gonna go public. But from that moment on, when he gave his artists back their publishing, the plot had already started for him to figure out how he was gonna
Because he hushed them all up.
He gave them NDAs, assuming that they wasn't going to say nothing if he gave back the publishing and had them sign these papers. But the thing is, if they have evidence that these people know things that he's being charged for or would be charged for, them
NDAs don't mean shit.
That mean nothing.
Them NDAs don't mean shit.
Yoda's Chris said no more freak offs. Oh, it been
No more. Let me tell you something. I was in the gym the other day,
After that.
and you got these old black dudes sitting up in there dogging Lil Rod out. How the fuck you going? How the fuck they lying on him and they lying on that? But the one thing that they don't have is knowledge of how powerful and how influential this brother is. And when you have sat around somebody and seen them get away
Right.
with some bullshit, the last thing you gonna do is step out in public. But let me tell y'all this right here. Just like I told Carmen, something bigger is at work.
Oh yeah, he's the smallest part of the totem pole. He's a big part, but he's very small. I think.
But watch this though. Watch this though. That is true. But on another note, everything that Diddy is being accused of is outside and has been outside for years.
Yeah.
That's why his arrogance I believe his arrogance is because these things have been said about him for years.
They have.
Just yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, Mace on his show was talking about the reason why he left the music industry. And he said that everything that Diddy is being accused of is the reason why back in 99 he left. These things are not new to everybody in his circle. These things are becoming new to us. But if you've been paying attention to his career, then it ain't new to you either because you heard it already. You heard it
what I
already.
was gonna say. Like when all this stuff started coming out, I wasn't surprised of the things that were said
Not
that
at
were
all.
done.
Not at
I
all.
was surprised that it actually made it out to where people are paying attention to it, to where these
and that ain't what y'all ain't getting though. That's what I'm saying.
These stories are the same stories I've heard over 10 years ago.
10 years ago, I just told Carmen today about some shit when my brother was trying to be a part of a celebrity team. And what they told him he had to do and mention Diddy's name in 2005.
Right.
In 2005, that is almost 20 fucking years ago. Now
Right.
watch this though. But y'all, I don't know if y'all hearing me. Somebody is doing this to Diddy.
Of course. Of course.
Listen to me, because I remember at least 3 or 4 years or more ago when that boy talked about he walked in that room looking for the bathroom, and he walked in and all them celebrities was in that room with Diddy. That shit was years ago. None of this stuff has moved the pendulum. That's what I'm saying. And all of a sudden, and then Cassie got the same attorney that took down Harvey Weinstein.
Of course. Why would
This
you-
shit is calculated. Listen, Diddy done pissed his umbrella off.
He pissed somebody off. He
He
definitely
done pissed his umbrella off. And I'm telling you,
Before he come back,
Why
he
you
is
say
probably gonna take down
he gonna be
whoever
like the devil.
in order to
When they
try.
said he took 2/3 of heaven, bitch, he gonna be like the devil. Cause let me tell you something, bitch, it ain't a bus big enough for all these motherfuckers to fit up under that.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah.
the one thing that brother ain't doing, if it's alleged that a brother say I killed my own fucking mama to get what I want, bitch, you don't care about nothing, bitch, and that's why I got this tape on your ass. And so what's gonna happen is now all of these people, they gonna do one or two things. They gonna get so far and get so lawyered up.
Mhm.
And then watch this, because what's gonna make it work for him is he illegally filmed me. I did
Yep.
not sign a consent. He did not tell me I was being filmed,
Right.
and this was against my will, and all of that shit is gonna become criminal
Well,
because that is against the law.
so the thing about it is, in terms of a big part of why Homeland Security is involved is because it's
Sex
the
trafficking.
trafficking of taking a person from one place just across state line. I don't care if you took them a centimeter across state
Yep.
line. That's with it. At this point, now it's become a whole federal charge.
Even
And-
he was going so hard about revealing who this person is, the Jane Doe who
Mhm.
accused him of trafficking her with Harv Pierre.
Right.
We still don't know who that is.
Right.
And supposedly the judge approved us hearing knowing the name. We still don't know who that is.
She protected. She protected. She a part of this federal
When they
investigation.
decided to go raid them homes, it was because they already know that they about to close the case.
Listen, when they
Absolutely.
talk about that power bottom shit, and remember, and the first thing they said is the burner phone done been given to the feds and all that shit. That shit died, and all you know is they done pounced on his ass. Federal agencies, because even then, all that was a speak. They misspoke because that shit wasn't supposed to get out there before they came and did what they was doing, because they meant business. They don't give a damn about Bishop Jakes. They don't give a fuck about none of them, because at the end of the day, bitch, they'll go through there like a lawnmower and it cut whoever it will. But as long as our target gets pulled down.
I will say this though. The only thing that's like extremely sad about this whole situation, them girls.
Oh,
What girls?
and you notice you haven't seen Quincy.
The
You haven't
twins.
seen Quincy anywhere.
You've seen Quincy, you haven't seen the twins. Like, and
I
even
read somewhere else that they've been staying at Kimura's.
but here's the thing though. My thing about that is it's like their mom is gone.
Their
and
mom
now that they're dead, regardless of what he's been accused of, that is still their dad. And now they're having to watch this publicly and fully at an age where they fully understand. It reminds me damn near of like she wasn't on a criminal type situation, but when Whitney was going through what she was going through, and then Whitney was no longer here, and then we just saw the demise of Bobby Christina.
But not only that, not even the public scrutiny, but the fact that he's also being accused by Kim's family for possibly having something to do with her death. That is their mother. And their father is being accused of possibly having something to do with his death. Her death.
Yeah. That's nothing but prayers and God's holding in arms around them babies. Like,
period.
Like
I just told Carmen that shit. I told Carmen, I said, what is going to happen on the day that those twins are convinced you had something to do with killing my fucking mother? Because I've even seen something that Kimora said, that she was one of the first people Kim called when she was in the bathroom throwing up. She called Kimora and said, he got me. Right before she died.
Right.
And so my thing is this right here. It came out of her fucking mouth. And those twins were conveniently not at home when that happened.
And not only that, but King Combs, Christian, it seems like, he probably idolizes his father.
Of course.
That's his mother.
Of course.
Period. Bitch, you took my mom away from me, bitch. You gonna have to answer. Bitch, will be a whole nother power situation in this bitch. I'm telling you, bitch, you can son against the daddy. Because at the end of the day, because if the daddy is heartless like that, you got to understand that same heart is in your children.
Because then at the same time too, you still got the other daughter. Sarah's
Chance. Yes,
Chance.
Who?
Yeah, Chance, the other daughter. She's in close age with the twins.
The twins.
Same age.
They're same age?
Yep.
So it's like, and then the other little baby Love that was just born. It's just so much that these kids are gonna have to like maneuver through. And I just need God and nothing but love to wrap themselves around these kids, because
let me tell you something. This thing is going to be so huge, because I was even looking at some people that today was like, I have talked to investigators surrounding this, and I have talked to attorneys surrounding this, and I cannot say anything, but this is huge.
oh yeah.
So we have not seen anything yet.
My question is, when do you think we're going to see him resurface? According to TMZ, he left Los Angeles, or his plane. His plane left Los Angeles and landed in Antigua, but that was since 9 a.m. And I told Sheldon, I said, he fuck around and wasn't even on the damn plane. He said his plane somewhere, and then he went somewhere else, but to throw you off.
Because I did
Because
read.
Diddy ain't no dummy. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
One of those news reporters, places reported he was in Miami. Somebody said, "Oh, Diddy's in Miami," and then I see the thing about the plane leaving Van Nuys. But one thing about it, two things for sure: if that man make it out the United States and they finally bring charges against him, baby, he can take off. He could take off.
Yeah, I was like, he ain't never coming back to this bitch.
As long as he's not taking off in the States, maybe he can take off. He can check out. Bye. We about to see him service in Bali with Russell.
Okay.
And then watch how America works something out with Bali. Watch how they work something out with Bali, and they still gonna start expediting their asses. The mere fact that if they white, that shit may never happen for another 30 years. But because they black, something finna happen. Well, even Russell ass gonna be back over in the States. Keep playing with them.
Maybe
they ain't finna let this shit keep happening.
But there ain't nothing but to go to another country. Bali ain't the only one. Bali
right.
ain't the only one. Like at the end of the day, Antigua and Barbuda didn't work out a treaty with the United States until I think like 1981 or something like that. Some 1980, early 90s or something like that. When they succeeded, they separated ties with the United Kingdom. So that's a very within in terms of treaties, that's like new. You know what I'm saying?
So,
But it's so many other countries that he can go to.
Right. But here's the deal. Let me tell you something. Several black billionaires in Africa just got blew up on a plane in mid-air. Nobody's talking about the shit.
What?
But it happened the night of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they were on
I
their way.
think they was on their way to the Super Bowl, and one of the richest black men in Africa, on the whole fucking continent, was him, his family, and several other. It was what about 3 or 4 billion very wealthy black men, and they were killed in midair. Oh, please understand. Please understand
Yeah, of course.
that if they want him, he coming back. Please understand if they want him, he coming back. Now they can let him play with that as long as if they want to, but when they ready for him, he coming back.
They want
Whether it's with it's with his will or against his will.
The United States is one of a lot of people. All I'm saying is some of them make it, some of them don't.
Some of them make it, and some of them don't. So you ain't lying. So my thing is, he can play this game as if he want to, but then too, what's gonna happen is they gonna squeeze them children.
Yeah.
They gonna squeeze them children because it's a tactic.
Circles. Anybody that they think is
they squeezing them.
Yeah.
They squeezing them and they giving them deals because ain't nobody thought all these people surrounding Trump was gonna confess. And baby, they put him on an island because they made everybody around him confess before they even fuck with him. So they ain't crazy. Oh, they know how to get it.
Wow.
So my thing is this right here, though. I'm with you and those children. None of them deserve this.
Yeah.
None of them deserve this. Because at the end of the day, whether they've come to any type of realization that it is or it ain't none of that. They still don't deserve this shit. And at the end of the day, that's their daddy.
Yeah, that's their daddy. Like
period.
They're the person.
Period.
The person that is their dad and loves them unconditionally. Like,
or that they're convinced he loves them.
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying that he don't. I'm just saying that's all it takes. Even if he was abusing the shit out of them, as long as they feel like he loved them, that's what they're going to accept.
Yeah.
There's no reason why any of them should have been around anything that he was doing.
No.
There's no reason why his kids should be named in any type of court document.
Nothing.
No, not at all. But at the same time, too, when you if something about to go down in terms of like the extracurricular activities that you do and your child is around it, that's probably definitely the time to be like, yeah, y'all go ahead and get out of here. You know what I'm saying? We about to shut this shit down. Say whatever you guys say, do whatever you gotta do. You know? But that part with like, I mean, we all know me saying about to let shit go down.
Oh.
With Justin. Al B ain't gonna let shit go down with Quincy. And Kamora ain't gonna let shit go down with the twins and Christian. And Sarah ain't about to let shit go down with Chance and Love's mama. She gonna be like, yeah, y'all got it. Bye. No.
I don't know. I don't know. Because we don't know the inner workings of that, simply because this is not.
It's not.
Sean is not a one. It's not new. And Sean got so much more. That nigga got people waiting to move on his behalf.
I personally think if it comes down to it, I think he'll take a plea.
I don't
either.
I do.
I don't think. I
think
don't think.
he
I
he
he'll take the plea.
he. I think if he can avoid it, he just won't come back. If
No,
He
he
just
can,
won't come back.
I understand that part. I'm saying, but if it comes down to him having to go through a trial in order to like, I think he'll take the plea.
My thing is this right here. I just don't even see a brother like that giving up his freedom.
I
I
mean,
see that nigga taking his own life first before
no,
he give up anything like that.
I don't. I would
I
hope.
because
don't.
there's so much that
I would
he
hope
can
that would do.
possibly be linked to. There's
No,
so
Right.
much
is
for
why
years and years and years of it.
which is why I say I don't see him making like turning or doing shit like that. I see him, if anything, if it comes down to it, I see him taking a plea. You want to shut shit down? You want people to be safe? I see him taking a plea.
But I don't think he's ever been concerned about that. You
Mm-mm.
know, so that's why I just
Of
don't feel
course
like
not.
he'll take a plea.
In the beginning, no. But when it comes down to like right now, if I can flee, of course I'm going to flee. I that part is, yeah, that's evident. But if they get their hands on this, if they charge him, first of all, if they ever get to the point where they charge him and bring down an indictment, and depending on what everything is, I see that man might take a plea. That's just my personal opinion.
I
If
don't
they
Well, we
think they
gonna
could
see. I
bother
just
to
don't think he
raid
would.
all his houses if they didn't already have plans to charge him.
I mean, I
Right.
understand that, but at the same time,
Because this shit just went
if
because
they had,
nothing civil made them go into his house.
but if they had everything to charge him, they would already charge him, and then went in his houses. They went in his houses to make sure that what they're going to charge him with, they have evidence to back it up, so they don't miss. Like one thing,
Yeah.
it's one thing about the state. There's the state and the feds. The states are willing to take a chance, a 50-50 chance. They rather have a concrete case, but the states will take a chance. The feds, they don't take a chance. By
They don't
going
take
in
them
They
there,
chances
already
like that.
know. Whatever they find in the house is probably just bonus.
Period.
but that's the thing though. It's they would have charged him already without the bonus, if that makes sense.
I
Those
don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
But
Because it's way too many other people implicated in his parties and all of that. Ain't no telling what they trying to dig from under all of that. And to take him down like that would probably uncover so much other shit that they got going on because it's a whole chain reaction that is about to take place. Let me tell you something. Hollywood is about to effectively implode. One, you got the black actors talking about the disparaging in pay and everything else. You never hear white people talk about that shit in music or in acting. You do, but in a small percentage in comparison to all of the things that black people have had to skin and bear. So that's a whole of situation right there. Then two, when you come over to the side, you got all of these. I feel like, and I said this shit on one of our other broadcasts. The reason why I feel like Black Hollywood is one landlocked because y'all done did too much fuck shit to even walk. Look like the only person that ain't did no dumb shit was Cat Williams. Look like he the only person that ain't did something because there is no fucking way that Hollywood, if all of y'all had $20, $30, $100, $1,000, with all y'all in to spare, all y'all in Hollywood, y'all could have come together and created some shit that works better for black people in Hollywood than y'all doing now. But because y'all done sat on that motherfucking casting couch and y'all done did all that other shit, now you can't move freely because your hands in too much dirty shit. Because the first thing a Negro do when they got something on some motherfucker, they going straight with that mouth. No, bitch, I'm just like Cat Williams did. So if everybody else was free like that, they would have been doing the same shit. Y'all done got in the goddamn parties. Y'all know y'all done been filmed and everything else. So all of y'all in survival mode too. Now this ain't all of Black Hollywood. It's not. But what I am saying is, it's enough of this shit that done happened, and now y'all can't move because y'all done linked up with a bitch that's powerful, done lost his fucking power, and now y'all locked up in some shit that he got going on.
I mean,
And that is crazy to me.
the effects of Black Hollywood coming together and like it's I personally think they've tried it. When you have the Robert Townsends that was doing what he was doing early in the days, when you have the Wayans brothers that have come in, or all the Wayans that have come in and did what they've done, it's just it was too much space in between each
Right.
project. Like I think
Right.
if it was hitting back to back, it would have had a more powerful effect. However, as soon as Tyler Perry created what motherfuckers needed, all they wanted to do was talk about, oh, his movies look like this, his movies look like that, all them shits look like that. But guess what he got? A deal with Lionsgate. Guess what he got? His own complex. It used to be a fort. I mean, an army base. He got it. And Tyler's doing all this and still in major movies.
Major.
Major movies.
And
So
that's
now,
why I feel like it could be done though.
So the thing about it is, though, it still takes it takes them being able to like we need like like 5 Steven Spielbergs. We need like 5 Guy Ritchies in order to keep pumping out the content that is people are willing to go see. If that makes sense, once these movies are made.
But I can tell you this right here. It's some independent films that's some great shit. You know what I'm saying? Like my thing is, I don't even understand why we ain't got no platform like Tubi ourselves. Like that's black inspired.
But
Now,
we do actually. Well, no,
who?
wait, yes, we do. It's a
Who?
network called All Black, ALLBLK. It's nothing but black shows.
all black,
Right.
all black is WeTV.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is what it takes to actually like start this stuff, you got to take somebody that knows how to go and get whatever licensings and all that stuff that goes with
You
all
need
this.
the capital. You need the capital
Yeah.
to acquire content, and you need the capital to market the content. Because not for nothing, we were the first network that we air Install Atlanta Uncut on was Watch This, which was an independently owned streaming platform that I created. But if you don't have the means to promote these things and acquire content, no one's going to see it. It takes a long time for someone to have awareness of it if you don't have those millions of dollars in order to market it.
Right. So
Yeah.
you're frozen, Carmen.
Now,
Yeah, like you've disappeared actually.
You're frozen.
oh, my computer is actually doing some other stuff right now. But if you can,
but we can hear you good.
okay, well, Diddy, 50 Cent, who you know is gonna troll this whole thing every day, hour on the hour, he just posted something that says that the flight path of the plane appeared to be headed towards Cape Verde. Cape Verde has no extradition treaty with the United States.
That is true. That is very true.
He ain't done with a fuck. I don't give a damn. He done got away with criminal shit for allegedly a whole bunch of shit for a long time. And the one thing he ain't is dumb. Now he may have relaxed a little, He may
Right.
have relaxed a little or whatever, but the brother is not dumb. And they ain't gonna catch him. And
No,
Carmen said that shit today. She said that nigga plane went there. But
Might
his
not be
body
on
went somewhere
that
else.
no.
His body
Listen,
done went in a whole nother direction.
but that's why I said when I sat there and I read what I read one outlet said that he was in Miami. I read one outlet said that the plane left Van Nuys.
Now TMZ posted a photo of him at the Miami airport. Let me see if I can
And
bring
fit to
it up.
do what?
There's a video. Hold on.
Oh, so where did it say he was going?
But the thing about it is, like right now at this point in time, he can leave the United States on a commercial flight even if he wanted to. He can leave.
Period. I mean, because they're not charging.
There are no charges.
Right. So he's not fleeing.
No.
Well,
He's
in concept,
he's
potentially,
going on
but
vacation
I
and
mean, but not lawfully, he's not.
no, he's not fleeing at all. He's going on vacation
Right.
and never coming back. Who's to say he
That's a
didn't
great
already
way to put it. That's a great way to put it.
buy a house in Cape Verde?
Right.
Oh,
My
he
thing is,
had a plan.
he what?
I said he had a plan.
In ain't well, Russia talking about black people. Jesus was black, and we gonna get what's
Did you
coming
hear
to us.
that?
So I mean, maybe he might go over there too. I don't know
A mess.
because Russia ain't expecting nobody.
Right. I don't know how I feel about that. Because one, we been knew he was black.
The Bible says he's black, baby. They changed their
Because hair
Bible.
like wool and copper ain't nothing
They
but black.
changed their Bibles to say that he's not.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a slave Bible. It's actually in a museum over in the Midwest, I believe.
Which one? The white.
The slave, no, no, the slave Bible. It's literally it was a first of all, the Bible has been amended 15,000 times.
It's in the King James version that
Right.
his hair
Yeah,
is
yeah,
over
yeah. And it's in more recent versions than that. But I can tell you this right here, too, that the Bible that we know has been amended 15,000 times.
Of course, yes.
And every single time, and a lot of people don't know this, but every time archaeology, archaeology, you know what I'm talking about, archaeologists, people who go history fact checkers and all of that, every single time that they go and they find a truth, something that corresponds, and everything else, they change the Bible to fit because
Mhm.
the Bible in 1881 was the last time that the Bible was known to have all of its original content. But even then, a lot of the scholars that got involved in the construction of the Bible, one, could not read the original text. That's one. Number
Yeah,
two, they also put things together for the sake of consistency and not based upon proof.
yeah. It's written in Hebrew and Greek. My
Right.
father
And Arab, and I believe Arab. Something was in Arab. And because a lot of shit couldn't be converted. Because
my
first
dad
of all, because the letter J didn't come till far later.
my dad is a preacher
Mm-hmm.
and has been a preacher longer than I've been born. So
Mm-hmm.
he reads in Greek and Hebrew. So he reads the Bible in its original form.
Mm-hmm.
So he preaches from the King James version because it is the closest version
It
to
is the closest version.
yeah.
But King James was not even of King James was a king who one had a lover, number one.
Mhm.
Number two, because he was gay. Allegedly, King James was gay. And so he wanted to know the truth. So he got a band of scholars to get together to interpret the Bible. But to be perfectly honest, they didn't know the original text because he gathered them from a particular region and not from that ethnicity that
Right.
talked that language. So it's a whole, and I ask all the time, I be like, God, how many lies this in the Bible? Because nothing that a man has handled over 10 years has not been full, is full of mistakes.
Right.
We've been handling the Bible for over 2,000 years. It's full of mistakes.
That's why I sit there and I say, I am not a, I do not go through the Bible and read book for book, verse for verse. I don't read it that way.
I have read the entire Bible from the table of contents to Revelations, the
Right.
last chapter. I have.
because of how it, because of the translations and all that stuff. What I do for me, what works for me, is if I have a question, I have a naval Bible. So in my naval Bible, I can look up the topic and then go to that. Then from there, of course, I pray about it. I ask to dream about it. And then from there, I have conversations with my dad. And then also have a conversations with my godmother, who is also a preacher as well, and more spiritual as well. So my understandings is, when I ask for understanding, talk to me, big dog.
Period.
Big dog, I want to know, because I don't understand, and yeah, like that's how it go from.
You know what is interesting about the Bible?
What's that?
Nobody in the Bible had the Bible
Yeah.
because it was written hundreds of years after everybody was dead. The people in the front of the Bible don't know who the people in the back of the Bible are.
No, not at all. That
At all. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
but let me tell you one thing that God has been burning in my spirit. The letter kills, but it is the spirit that gives life. Because everything that, though the Bible is a pamphlet of journal entries based
Right.
upon experiences that they had with God.
Right. Absolutely.
It is a pamphlet. It ain't even a book. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? The fourth wall back.
Fourth wall.
Girl, listen, we done got on a whole Bible conversation.
Maybe we're talking about God, because
Listen, listen. Nobody in the Bible had the Bible. Now they had stuff to read.
Bibles right now, pull out your Bibles. We're gonna go to Isaiah 54:17, because right now,
Right,
we need.
right. Let's talk about it.
He shall prosper any time that shall rise against me. Thou shalt condemn, baby. Like
Period. Period.
My wrist. It's like my favorite Bible verse.
So,
anyways,
let me pull this up.
Okay.
It is a video that was captured of Diddy at the Miami airport while his house was being raided.
Okay, hold on. Oh shit.
I guess you wonder what's going to happen next, Diddy. I know.
I can't imagine what I would feel like having all of that backing for all of that years and to all those years and feel like I am on an island by myself. And that is even something that I even think, and I've thought about I throw Candace Owens in this right here. This week she's been fired.
Mm-hmm.
But watch this. As soon as you got fired, you went on one of the biggest black platforms in pop culture, and that was the Breakfast Club.
Friends, I really, really need them. Friends,
You get what I'm saying? Now
I
you
need
dog you
my
dog the black community out. Because my
friends.
thing when it comes to Candace, you
I
are
need,
intelligent as
I,
the day is long. If her intelligence was beauty, that bitch would be a beauty queen. I ain't beauty
right.
because when I say that girl is so gorgeously intelligent to me. But my thing is, my problem with her, and it ain't like a whole bunch of shit she said was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of the shit was wrong and her motive was wrong. Because my thing is, my only problem that I had with Candace is if you're going to dog this culture out, stand on the front line with resolutions. That was my whole problem. You're going to dog out black people. You're going to dog. What programs are you connected to that is bringing the black community up? What are you connected to?
They didn't teach her that. Why would she do that? They didn't teach her that.
But that's what I'm saying, and that's the problem that I had. So how the fuck you gonna dog us out, but
Because they
yet and still you ain't doing shit to
because they
make it better?
Right.
because they've always done that. That's what they've always taught the ones that do that to do. They've never taught them to have any type of resolution whatsoever. They've never taught them to bring any kind of peace that would have us moving forward in any direction, because it's not a part of us actually being like more mindful, more progressive. It's not about that. It's about we need somebody to call them out.
Right, but watch this. Guess what
Or
else they
get
taught
our
us?
message out. We
Guess what
don't
else
need,
they taught them same people? When
huh?
they threw with your ass, they throw you in the garbage can and they remember and then they go back to one fundamental thing, reminding you how black your ass is.
Of
Right.
course.
That's what they do. Just like right now, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else feeling invincible with all the dumb shit you doing. But at the end of the day, now that they ain't got no more use for your ass, they remind you, bitch, because even back in the day, they asked OJ, was he black? He said, no, bitch, I ain't black. I'm OJ.
I'm OJ.
Right.
And that didn't age well because when they got through with your OJ ass, they reminded you how black you was.
Exactly.
And they reminded you how black you was. And with Candace, it's gonna be the same thing. Now she got an overwhelming sense of love. She done got all out on the internet. Thank y'all so much for this, and thank y'all so much for that. But guess what? The mere fact that that man done got used to your ass, you conveniently ain't on Fox no more. She said because she used to go to Fox once a week because of Tucker Carlson. He's no longer there, so she's not there. No, bitch. They ain't standing behind you no more. And they were slowly pulling that rug from under your ass. So when you step in the right place, you're going to bust your ass. So at the end of the day, for this man to do this right here, and you said moments before your ass got fired that he didn't have the power to fire you.
Mm-hmm.
You said this nationally, and the very thing that you declared he didn't have the power to do, bitch, they mushed in your face and they did it. And then you came out and talk about you free. No, bitch, you finna go through some hell. Because watch this, a tactic of the wild kingdom is to isolate everything to kill them.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Oh, they
Absolutely.
got her. They got her. Watch what her ass go through.
She went to the Breakfast Club, but she's still not invited to the cookout. You're not invited to the cookout. You're not invited
Right.
to church. If you come
Right.
to church, you have to sit in the balcony because you know what? God told us to invite all. You have to sit in the balcony.
No, they got her ass, baby. I'm telling you, when they finish with
Oh,
her, when they finish with her, oh yeah. When they finish with her, watch
right,
this. We finna enjoy this. Cause
right.
they finna hook your ass up, baby. You gonna wish you had never sided with them.
Mm.
Yep. We've been talking our ass off, y'all. We've been this thing almost 2.5 hours.
Yeah. I think it's time to wrap it up.
Yeah, it is.
But
So yeah.
Want to get back to Puffy.
I'll be
Tell
watching the news.
Madison to chime in right now because I got a question.
I'll be watching them news.
Yeah, me
See what's
too.
gonna happen next with Puffy, Puff Daddy. Diddy.
Baller Alert said that he is not on the run. Baller
Well,
alert.
why would he?
Oh well, he
They ain't fucking with him.
technically not on the run.
He's not on the run.
So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean
he's
they
definitely
yeah.
going places they can't
But
just
when I
bring him.
say, oh my God, look at even the way he dressed. Like he looked like he was distressed. Just
Oh, yeah.
then, but just to feel like who do you really have on your side right now that would make a difference? Because I'm telling you, like that is a part of the machine is
Right.
after Sean.
Right.
Because as long as this shit been out, nothing has ever happened.
Yeah.
No.
And then watch this though. You hear the guy on the one of the LA broadcasts says, so we know now that they're going to go to the internet and wherever all of this stuff has been posted, and they're going to collect all of this. Just said that shit before we
Right.
got on.
Right.
But it's been out there for years. So now it's conveniently
Fire.
evidence. It's conveniently evidence.
So apparently, just according to Baller Alert, Diddy is not on the run, and this was released an hour ago. They said that in a whirlwind of speculation and misinformation, the internet was abuzz with claims about Diddy, aka Sean Combs, and his supposed dramatic escape after his homes were raided. But let's set the record straight. The drama surrounding Diddy's private plane took a turn into the realm of the exaggerated, courtesy of a tweet from Mike Sandapur and a TMZ report. Rumors flew faster than Diddy's jet, suggesting that the music mogul was on the run, with reports even claiming his plane was in Barbuda, bound, and others falsely stating a flight to Cape Verde was in the cards. The real scoop: Diddy was at a private airport in Opelika, focused on father duties, gearing up to whisk his children away for a spring break getaway. Diddy wasn't arrested or charged with anything, and story is developing. So these kids are about to go on a spring break to a country where
he can't be extradited.
can be extradited.
Cool.
Bali, they're about to go see Uncle Russell. Yeah.
Listen, it's a whole band of people somewhere on their knees right now saying, God, you done got this close. Please put that bitch in prison. Please put that bitch in prison. I mean, because I can't imagine what that boy down there in Miami going through. That little boy, because I've watched several videos of him. I think he was from making the band. He was one of the dudes that had to walk and get the cheesecake because I never watched any of that shit.
5 greatest rappers in the world. Dylan.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
The boy that say that all that shit turned him into something. I've heard several interviews from him, and when I say that experience broke that baby up,
I mean,
like that was a serious. I know he's somewhere saying, "God, I believe you love me now."
One of the making the band, Danity Kane members, she was like, "Reap what you sow."
Yeah.
And she's been talking about Diddy and what her experience was for a long time.
And
Yeah.
was this the Arday girl?
Aubrey O'Day.
Aubrey. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because Aubrey also dated him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But she
So,
said that she wouldn't sign the NDA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she said
Yep.
that she wasn't doing it because she gonna make more money off of his ass than getting that. Now she was one of the smart ones because everybody else who signed that bullshit to get $10 a month.
Right.
Because ain't nobody getting paid in music no more.
Or
Not if you ain't got no machine behind you.
he's already made the most money he could off of that.
Off of
catalog.
that, yeah.
right, absolutely.
He's made the most of the money already.
Now you want to give it back to them. Where's he even put together a whole tour for them to even make money or nothing like that. Like you had nothing. You just like, here you go.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we gonna do, you guys? How are we gonna make some money?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well, one last thing I want to talk about. Planet Fitness.
I thought we were gonna save that till Thursday.
I don't want to. No. Okay. So we're gonna save that till Thursday.
Yeah. We're about 2 hours in right now.
All right, fine. Just make sure y'all don't go to Planet Fitness between today and Thursday. Not till I give you the
Yeah,
whole.
I'm a LA dude.
Like, I'm a Lifetime Fitness person, but I'm just waiting for somebody else to pay the bill. So I ain't been there yet. Anyway, so this has been a full Monday of excitement when it comes down to hot topics. I mean, we got 2 hours worth of stuff going on a Monday. Y'all see? Jojo, I'm calling you. I need to dye my hair. Diddy done stress me out. Take that. Take that. Okay. All right. So, what we've gathered, Diddy is not on the run. He is about to plan his kids' spring break trip. So, we about to see what happens with that. Simon and Portia, she bringing gunmen to his house. They over here destroying evidence, you know. And sis just out here trying to keep it right, keep it tight, and she only want what she came in with. She don't want nothing else. Mm-hmm. And then Candace and Robin. I don't want to see Candace go off Real Housewives of Potomac, but Robin, you need to go figure it out with Juan. He got you looking crazy, sis. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But at the end of the day, Ashley Darby, you gotta do something else with your life, because what you brought your friend to start the mess, because you ain't like, it is what it is. Whatever. So, but I cannot wait to watch this reunion. Y'all better watch it with me. Y'all ain't saying nothing. So y'all not.
Yeah. You're watching. All right. So we're gonna watch the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion, because it's gonna be a good one. Sheldon, I know you don't watch it, but I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you on
Listen,
FaceTime.
call me. Yeah, maybe I can watch that shit. We need to do a looking party.
We can do that, because I'm gonna bring you all up to speed. Okay.
Please.
Okay. So, all right. I don't even know what to say. It's Monday.
Bye.
We got a long week, and we got shit to do.
Yeah,
but
and we'll be back Thursday to talk about some other stuff.
Thursday with more hot topics for the rest of the week. All right.
Make sure y'all tune in on Prime Video now. Season 1 of In Style Atlanta Uncut is now available on Prime Video.
Mama, on Amazon.
In. Tune in. What would happen if a struggling woman moved to Atlanta from New York to start a celebrity blog with little connections and little money? Baby, I'm still trying to figure that out. Not only do you guys have to think about who it is that you want to interview from, a perspective of, oh, there's a new movie coming out, there's this coming out, but you need to keep your ears to the streets. I've invested everything in it. If I fail, everything is back to square one.
So instead of just thinking of Atlanta as the Black Hollywood, Atlanta is the new Hollywood.
I hired a new assignment manager. Her name is Nina.
I didn't come to make friends. I came to make the business work. You have to be a certain type of way. So when you're a homeboy this, a homeboy that before your interviews, it's not professional. I just feel like it's just not.
Everybody can get it. And she gonna catch me on the wrong day, whether I'm sleepy, hungry, or God forbid I'm both. It's good.
Okay, so Sky will show up not like this, but she'll show up to the red carpet like this to do interviews.
She be looking a hot mess on the red carpet.
What is that? Okay. No.
Destiny lives in Alabama.
And she's trying to work here?
And she didn't tell me. She came so late.
Like how late?
It was over.
I don't want to hear Carmen keep coming to me about you.
I will not be pushed around by anyone.
I'm gonna go check in with Lena. She's about to get sentenced to possibly 5 years in prison. Shayla and Jet, they don't really get along.
I ended up Googling Jonesy and ended up finding out some stuff. If you keep asking me about my best friend, it's gonna be a problem. Let it go.
I had enough respect for you to not sit here and say to you when we was in that mother meeting. So you better be thanking God for that shit.
Thank God for
You should. Cause I should have waxed your ass in.
These bitches, they better get it together. It's go time.
Let me start and clear up some shit. I'm here to run a business. So let's get that all the way straight.